Welcome to Kippy C Math! Today we're going to model 6-digit numbers, so we're getting really big. First thing we want to do though, before we go into modeling 6 digits, is remember how Miss Simmons showed us to model 4 digits.
Say Miss Simmons had some ones, okay? To be a bit more specific, say I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when I add another 1, I now have 10 ones. Now when I get to 10 ones, I actually have too many for this particular place value. And I know that because my next place value is 10s. So when I have 10 ones, what I can do is I can actually regroup it for a group of 10. If I had 10 10s, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, now I have 10 groups of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we know that that is equivalent to 100. Let's think about what 10 hundredths makes. Here I have one group of 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 groups of 100. Wow, that is huge. If I have 10 groups of 100, we know that that's equivalent to 1,000 because there's 1,000 of these little bitty ones, right? 1,000 of these little cubes here. And so I can actually regroup this 10 100ths for one group of 1,000.
When Miss Simmons taught us that it takes 10 of each place value to make the next place value, we drew it as a picture. Ones looked like this. We put 10 of them together to make tens, which looked like this. And then we put 10 of those together to make hundreds, which looked like this. And if we wanted to show, we could actually say like 10 of these ones made a 10. And 10 of these 10s made 100. Oh, and I almost forgot. 10 of the hundreds made 1,000's cube. And we could represent it like this. But we almost never draw the bigger places because they get so big. And they're kind of even hard to imagine. And actually, since we're at home, I can finally show you what it looks like to take 10 of these and put them together to make the next place. And then take 10 of those and put them together to make the next place. Now, I couldn't convince anybody that they wanted to buy enough cardboard to do this. So today, I'm going to have to be my own special guest, okay?
The first thing to know is that I bought boxes that are basically the same size as the thousands cube. They're a smidge bigger, but they're basically the same size. Now I know I need 10 of these to make the next place value, and then I'm gonna need 10 of those to make the place value after that. So I bought 100 boxes and I'm gonna put them together.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There we go. We made it. So I have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Now to make the next place value, I need to make 10 of these. All right, so when we put 10 together, we made a big giant rod. And now we're gonna put 10 of these big giant rods together. These were the 10,000s. We've got 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, yeah, come help. 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. It's nearly as tall as the manual. 10 rods. They made another flat, but this is like a giant flat.
Oh my goodness, now we can see why we don't draw pictures for those bigger place values. They just get too big. You would have to draw the one so tiny in order to draw this 100,000 big enough. And it would take up your full paper. But we can notice something really, really special about the shapes we made when we actually build them out. Miss Simmons started out with a cube, and she put 10 of them together to make a rod. And then she put 10 of those together to make a flat. And then when she put 10 of those together, she made another cube. And when I put those together, I made a rod. And when I put those together, I made a flat. We had cube, rod, flat, cube, rod, flat. There's a pattern, right? This is one of the magical things about our number system. The base 10 not only helps us name things and gives us a really nice looking place value chart with all those zeros, but it also makes a really beautiful model. So when we go to this place value chart, we notice a pattern too. We write ones, tens, hundreds, and now we're going to call this 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s. We know that 10 of these make the next bigger place every single time. So if I ask you, how do we make a 10,000? You can always draw your place value chart, look at the 10,000s place, and then look at what came right before. I make a 10,000 with 10 1,000s. How do I make 100? With 10 10s. How do I make 100,000? With 10 10,000s. And here's where something really important happens. Let's say I'm asked what number is equal to 12 10,000s. You know I will always make that place value chart, right? If I try to put 12 in the 10,000s place, I can see that that's too many. We don't put 2 digits in any place. But 12 is really made up of 10 and 2. So what I can do is take the 10 away and move it over here where we know it makes 100,000. All these other places are just zeros unless I'm told differently, right? 12 10,000s is 120,000. And we can imagine me putting those big, enormous 10,000 rods together. They make the 100,000. On our very first day of math, we learned that the place tells us the value. And now we are seeing that all of those values are related by groups of 10. Yay for your super brain! Now you can picture what those great big numbers look like, and you can explain how they're built.